Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first ever Oswego Middle School virtual and live 8th grade recognition ceremony. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this great event possible. It has definitely been a team effort. A special thank you to Mr. Matt Bach and Mr. Eric McCroby, who are working behind the scenes to bring this celebration to you live this evening. And to the Oswego Middle School faculty and staff for hand-delivering many of this evening's awards. Thank you. We apologize that some of you did not receive your certificates in the mail today. All certificates were mailed on Wednesday. I'm positive they will arrive tomorrow or Monday. If they do not, then please contact me via email. We do hope that although you may not have your certificate with you this evening, you will enjoy this ceremony and find some comfort in knowing that you are being celebrated for the end of your 8th grade year. At this time, please rise for the playing of our national anthem as performed by the Oswego Middle School Band under the direction of Mr. Jim Gear.
Oswego Middle School Assistant Principal. We are so excited to recognize our students in our first ever virtual 8th grade award ceremony. At this time, we would like to welcome our guests of honor, the Oswego Middle School class of 2020. Students, tonight is an exciting event where we get to celebrate your middle school completion and your achievements. Although we aren't able to be together during this time to celebrate with you, we want you to know that your teachers are sitting at home watching the ceremony and that they are with you in heart and mind. Please know that when your name is said tonight, the Oswego Middle School faculty and staff are sending you virtual hugs and high fives. We do miss you so much. You've done well, and we are so proud of you. Everyone tuning in with us, please take a minute in your home and give our Oswego Middle School class of 2020 a round of applause. We would also like to welcome our parents and guardians, families and friends, the Oswego community, Oswego City School District's faculty and staff, Superintendent Dr. Dean Guai, our Oswego City School Board members, Mrs. Kathleen Allen, Mr. Brian Chetney, Mr. Tom Chapa, Mrs. Heather Del Conte, Mr. Brandon Legault, Mrs. Linda Sereno, Mr. Samuel Tripp, and Student Representative Roma Quaja. Welcome. Thank you for the important part that you have played in our students' educational journey. At this time, Mrs. Fierro will share more about our 8th grade award ceremony. Mrs. Fierro?
Thank you, Mrs. Spalding. At this time, I will begin reading the names of 284 of our 8th grade students. I will read the first set of names and then be handing it off to other faculty and staff who are here this evening to help read the names of the students. Each child's name will be recognized individually, and if your certificates and awards have arrived, please hand them to your child as their name is called. It is my honor and privilege to begin. Don Sincere Allen. Jeremiah Alton. Demetrio Anderson. Clayton Andrews. Keziah Angelieri. Lucas Anzalone. Ian Azzarelli. Duncan Baker. Ariel Baldwin. Sophia Barr. Jake Becker. Jillian Bell. Matthew Besaw. Nicholas Besaw. Sierra Beeshers. Anna Maria Bivens. Anastasia Black. Cameron Bonney. Jenna Bove. Donna Boyd. Sophia Brockman. Timothy Bristol. Bella Brown. Desiree Brown. Dominic Brown. Emily Brown. Landon Brown. Leah Brown. Madeline Brown. Kiana Brownell. Anthony Burke Jr. Terry Burnett III.
Ian Cady. Sophia Canali Giberson. Lisa Cantu. Corey Carpathian. Natasha Carpenter. Alyssa Carr. Matthew Carr. Alessandra Casimiro. Allison Cavender. Caden Chatra. Charles Churchio III. Christian Chetney. Erica Calacerdo. Olivia Collins. Gabriel Cook. Vanessa Cornelius. Rachel Frayne. At this time, I would like to introduce our Academic Excellence Award winners for each one of our 8th grade teams. Each year, our Home and School Association sponsors these awards. The top 2 academic averages on each team are recognized with a certificate and a plaque. Thank you to our Home and School President, Mrs. Penny Pratt, and her team for sponsoring these awards. From our 8 West team, our top 2 academic performers this year are Stephanie Sprague and Samara Torello. Congratulations, girls. Great work. And from our 8 East and 8 South teams, our top academic performers from our 8 East team, Jack Del Conte and Ian McKenzie. Congratulations, boys. Great work. And from our 8 South team, our top academic performers, Carter Gwynn and Sebastian Rose. If everyone at home could give a round of applause to our top 2 academic performers from each one of our 8th grade teams, we're so proud of you. At this point, I'm turning the ceremony back over to Mrs. Spalding.
Thank you, Mrs. Fierro. I will now pick up where we left off with the next group of students. Logan Crannell. Joseph Kersey Miller. Connor Casado, Cadence Davies, Carter Davis, Skylar Davis, Vincent Davis Jr., Tyler Dean, Sawyer Deering, Justin Decker Bennett, Nyla DeGroff, John Jack Del Conte, Salvatore Demura, Madison Dingman, Caitlin Donahue, Jack Donovan, Elijah Derville, Aubrey Dwakarski, Leah Dykes, Shelby Earl, Gwen Earl, Jaden Emmons, Jasmine Ermini, Aiden Evans, Liliana Farmer, Mariah Farmer, Farron Fawcett, Marino Fenty, Cooper Fitzgerald, Tyler Flack, Kaylee Fontaine, Malin Freeman, Kylie Fritton, Cecilia Furbeck, Cheyenne Galt, Connor Galvin, Nicholas Garofalo, Jackson Garcia. Zachary Gardner. Amber Garrison. Savannah Gear. Dominic Gessner. Thomas Gefeller. Noah Gibson. Olivia Godfrey. Cheyenne Gordon. Remy Gozick. At this time, I'd like to change gears. It has long been a tradition during our 8th grade recognition ceremony to recognize a member of the Oswego Middle School community by dedicating the yearbook to them. I have the proud honor of sharing with you this dedication. The 2019-2020 Oswego Middle School is dedicated to a person that all students know. This person, although small in stature, is large in heart, keeping students on track and not taking any baloney. Whether in the cafe first thing in the morning, helping in the main office, assisting students and colleagues wherever and whenever needed, or in the testing center where she offers a smile, a no-nonsense approach about what needs to be done to be successful, providing a space where students feel welcome and supported, and maybe even supplying a snack or a piece of candy. We can always count on this special lady. I am so excited to share with you the Oswego Middle School 2019-2020 yearbook dedication recipient, Mrs. Mary Lou DeFabio. Mrs. DeFabio is a teacher assistant and the Oswego Middle School's testing center coordinator. She is retiring after 20 years of service with the Oswego City School District, where she poured her heart, her energy, and love into it. Mary Lou, we love you. We are absolutely going to miss you, but we are so very excited to honor you with this yearbook dedication. Congratulations. Folks at home, please send virtual hugs and applause to Mrs. Mary Lou DeFabio. Now, continuing with the student recognitions, I bring to you one of our Oswego Middle School counselors.
Thank you, Mrs. Spalding, and thank you, Mr. Fabio, for everything you've done for Oswego Middle School over the last 20 years. My name is Mr. Rogers, and I'm one of 3 counselors here at Oswego Middle School. I will now present the next group of students. Marcus Graham. McKenna Grant. Jada Graves. Zoe Gregory. Tegan Griffin. Carter Gwynn. Mason Hall. Corbin Hare. Jessica Hartis. Connor Harvey. Dylan Harvey. Mercedes Haskins. Shania Haskins. Emily Haynes. Dawson Hines Manwaring. Ava Henderson. Lillian Hibbert Nelson. Caden Hill. Megan Hiltz. Liam Hinman. Oliver Hofer. Jarrett Hoffman. Helena Holmes. Natalie Hooper. Jasmine Hort. Ethan Highland. Trent Izzard. Callista Isaac. Marissa Jaquis. Mariah Janes. Adam Jaskula. Anthony Jock. Julissa Johnson. Leslie Johnson. Liliana Johnson. Quinn Joyce. Brooke Katzman. Sean Kenny. Carter Keevil. Kathleen Kimball. Chase Canoe. Parker Kaprosky. Isaiah Kropalak. Nathan Kaczynski. Mason Kirilovich. Alexa Kuzowski. Serenity Lacey. And now I'll turn it back over to our fearless leader, Mrs. Fierro.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. And now, a surprise, something that we've never done before. We are dedicating this year's yearbook to 2 people. It was hard to decide between the 2, so I'd like to take a few moments to share with you our second recipient of the 2019-2020 yearbook dedication. Whether before school or after school, no matter the time of the day, if you enter the doors of this classroom, you will find this person working with and connecting with students. When not teaching, this teacher can be found hosting a lunch group in her classroom and eating a school lunch. She's always organizing classroom materials and tools and fine-tuning things. This person makes most interactions a teachable moment for her students. Her passion for music, the ability to inspire others through music, and her kind heart help to create a classroom environment that invites and celebrates the individual differences of her students. It is my absolute honor to share with you our second yearbook dedication this evening to a 30-plus year educator that is retiring from the Oswego City School District at the end of June. Our very own strings and orchestra teacher, Ms. Deb Mazurek. Ms. Mazurek, you will be so very missed, and the main halls of Oswego Middle School won't ever be the same. We will miss the wonderful music that escapes your classroom each day into our halls. So we are sad to say farewell. We are so honored and blessed to have you as a part of our forever OMS family. Please take a moment in your homes and give virtual hugs and applause to our very own Ms. Deb Mazurek. At this time, I will be handing the ceremony over to one of our West team teachers.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mrs. Kingsbury, and I teach math on the West team. I'm going to read the next set of names. Logan Lamb. Elijah Lenigra. Alyssa Larrabee. Damian LeBeau. Janelle Legates. Adrian Lehman. Hayden Leonard. Troy Lilly. Bradley Livesey. Cadence Lofstrom. Connor Loomis. Jacob Loomis. Ariana Lopez. Ian McKenzie. Jamie Mandarino. Anthony Manisha. Kyle Martin. Jenny Alish Matos. Sean Morrow Jr. Haley McCann. Isaac McLaughlin. Marissa McLymond. Megan McManus. Olivia Michaelitis. Anna Michalski. Elijah Miller. Ella Miller. Isaiah Miller. Jetta Miller. Kyra Miller. Rochelle Miller. Trace Miller. Michaela Mills. Sage Moody. Mackenzie Morano. Trenton Morin. Ariana Morse. Elise Morse. Carrie Mae Moyette. Mackenzie Mulcahy. Cameron Murray. Caillou Myers. Rachel Myers. Dakota Milks. Orissa Nelson. Sophie Naveau. Benjamin Norton. Congratulations to the whole 8th grade class. At this time, I'm going to turn the presentation over to Mr. Rory Malone.
Thank you, Ms. Kingsbury. My name is Rory Malone. I'm one of the assistant principals of the Oswego Middle School. I'm so happy to see everyone tonight, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying our ceremony so far. I have the distinct honor of honoring, yes, our third yearbook dedication, our third and final yearbook dedication this year to a very special teacher in our building. This teacher can be found each period of the day greeting her students in the hallway, helping with lockers, and working with students during study hall. She prides herself on the connection she builds with her students. With a career of over 20 years in the Oswego City School District, her instruction is always engaging and makes history come alive for her students. She constantly sets the bar high and supports students in achieving success they didn't even know was possible. To her colleagues, she has been someone that both teachers and administrators often call on as a sounding board for advice and support. She always answered that call with honest and caring feedback. Mrs. Murta Stereo has been a dedicated member of the OMS family, and she will be dearly missed in her retirement. We wish you the best of luck. Congratulations, Mrs. Stereo. And a round of applause for Mrs. Stereo for all of her hard work. Thank you. Now I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Elise Davis for the next group of student names. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Davis. I'm a science teacher on the 8th South team, and I have the pleasure of announcing the next group of students. Congratulations everyone. Abigail Noto. Nolan O'Brien. Tabitha O'Connor. Denzario Oliark. Dominic Olvidati. Jersey Odding. Daniel Owens. Jalen Padua. Michael Pestella. Jade Parker. Tegan Patney. David Pearson. Caden Perez. Robert Phelps. Shavaron Phillips. Ava Filer. Jamie Poston. Kylie Pratt. Melanine Preston. Jacob Price. Braden Proud. Cole Puckett. Beatrice Rostley. Nasalise Reyes, Dominic Reynolds, Riley Ronaldo, Antonio Rivera Gonzalez, Leanna Rockwood, Louis Roman, Sebastian Rose, Tegan Roy, Madison Ruff, Angel Ruiz Martinez, Victor Sabanera, Hayden Sanders, Adrian Santos, Tyler Shear, Kobe Schloss, Dylan Schultzky, Colby Shute, Ariana Sankey, Brittany Shaw, Christina Sheridan, Hope Shinnick, Erica Schultz, Madison Schufelt, Mackenzie Sinclair. Congratulations, everyone. And at this point, I would like to turn it back over to Mrs. Fierro so she can continue with our awards.
Thank you, Mrs. Davis. The next award is always one of the high points of our recognition ceremony, and also one of the toughest decisions that we have to make as an 8th grade faculty. The New York State Comptroller's Student Achievement Award is presented each year to a select group of students who have excelled academically and have also shown leadership potential by volunteering his or her time to serve the school or community. This is always a very difficult decision. I'm proud to announce this year's winners from the 8th grade class are as follows. Logan Crannell, Jack Del Conte, and Leah Dykus. Congratulations, Logan, Jack, and Leah, the first 3 winners of our New York State Comptroller Awards this year. Additionally, demonstrating leadership potential and outstanding academic efforts, Tegan Patney, David Pearson, Sierra Tynan, and Tatum Wincheck. Congratulations, Tegan, David, Sierra, and Tatum on outstanding efforts while at the Oswego Middle School. For those of you at home, please give a virtual congratulations or a virtual hug to our 7 New York State Comptroller Student Achievement Award winners. And now, to finish our ceremony and read the last group of student names, Mr. Malone.
Thank you, Mrs. Fierro. This is our final group of student names. And then we have a couple more awards to give out after that, but let's get started back into it with Mason Sinclair. Mason Sinclair. Ava Sixberry. Alexis Slagle. Gretchen Sladonia. Erica Smith. Olivia Smith. Christian Soto Martin. Braden Spath. Olivia Spath. Shelby Spath. Lily Spencer. Rayshawn Spicer. Maura Spiegel. Olivia Sprague. Stephanie Sprague. Elena Stacy. Kylie Stancliffe. Addison Stepien. Precious Sterling. Chelsea Storms. Natalia Susko. Skylar Sweeting. Vanessa Tassi. Connor Taylor. Trey Tesoriero. Haley Thompson. Frank Thorpe. Samara Torello. Tommy Towsley. Halia Trapasso. Alan Tubman. Madison Tyler. Sierra Tynan. Naima Van Vorst. Joseph Virgo. Brianna Voris. Nathan Wallace. Taylor Wallace. Trenton Wallace. Maria Warner. Brady Williams. Morgan Wilson. Tatum Wincheck. Ian Windsor. James Workman. Addison Zagami. And Jonah Zeik. Thank you. That completes the list of all of our 8th graders this year at the Oswego Middle School. Congratulations to all of you. You must take a moment now and recognize the amazing times that we live in, what we've gone through the last several months, what you've accomplished. If you had asked me a year ago, would we be doing what we're doing now? Not my wildest dreams. You've all stepped up to the challenge, and you will go on to high school and you'll do great things. So best of luck, and please don't forget about us at the Oswego Middle School. And Mrs. Fierro sent me a signal to tell that we're all sending you virtual hugs, I believe. Thank you very much. Now I have the honor of presenting our last set of awards for tonight, and that is the Triple C Award. Let me tell you a little bit about the Triple C Award. This is the New York State Attorney General Triple C Awards. Attorney General Letitia James is pleased to continue the Triple C Awards program to recognize the courage, character, and commitment, there's your Triple C, of New York State's outstanding students. Whether succeeding in academic pursuits, participating in community service, displaying leadership skills, or overcoming personal obstacles, these students provide us with hope for a brighter future. This award was established to honor these student leaders. This year's Triple C Award winners are Carter Gwynn and Halia Trapasso. Congratulations to both of you. You both demonstrate those outstanding characteristics that is described. We are also proud of you. Thank you very much. Once again, virtual hugs, high fives, elbows, and now I'm going to turn it back to Mrs. Fierro.
Thank you, Mr. Malone. And thank you again to all of the parents and guardians, family members in the audience, 8th grade students for joining us this evening. We hope that you have found our ceremony, your ceremony, to be a nice wrap up for a great 2 years at the Oswego Middle School. Special thanks again to Mr. Bach from the high school and Mr. McCroby from the middle school for all they're doing behind the scenes to bring the ceremony to you live this evening. And my helpers, Mr. Malone, Mrs. Spalding, Mr. Rogers, Mrs. Davis, and Mrs. Kingsbury, thank you for being here this evening and reading all the awards and the students' names. Finally, as we wrap up the ceremony, thank you to all of you who sent in your pictures. I think we were up to over 50 pictures that were submitted as of 6 o'clock. And we have put those on the end of the ceremony. We're going to give you a couple minutes to watch as we scroll through those last few pictures. And we are going to, this ceremony has been recorded and we will be posting it so that you can revisit it on YouTube. As soon as I have the link, Mr. Bach will be sending me the link in the next few days. I will email blast it out to all of you so that you have it. Congratulations, 8th grade students. We'll miss you at the middle school. We know you're going to do wonderful at Oswego High School. Take care, stay home, stay healthy, and we love and miss you all. Virtual hugs and virtual applause. And now for our slideshow.